Hello, welcome to this training video. I am Guillaume and I've been doing strength training for the past 8 to 9 years, whether that is weightlifting or calisthenics, it doesn't matter. But nonetheless, I've achieved my dream physique and I've got my six-pack, I have my big biceps, my chest is popping out, I have a good back. Whatever I wanted, I achieved it, and this training video is to show you the step-by-step process on how to get there as well. So make sure you watch the full video. I will keep it short as possible, and I will just guide you through the whole process. Now, this is basically for people who are nomads, they are remote workers, they work from home, or you're a nomad going from place to place, country to country. You're either a business owner or an entrepreneur who doesn't have a lot of time. And I will show you that it's possible. Let's get straight into it. So this is actually for skinny fat, or you're fat nomads who want to lose at least 10 kilograms of fat and pack on lean muscle and keep it forever within 180 days or less using the Recomp method, or I will refund you the full amount if it doesn't work. And it's actually without losing or gaining the weight back, the need of a gym, giving up your favorite foods, or spending more than 4 hours a week on training. This is me on the right side, and I've applied this method to myself, and this is Wout, my best friend. I've applied the method to him, and you will see more results of my other clients, but those were the two first results to show you that it works. So, Wout, my best friend, lost about 5 kilograms of fat within 180 days, and he continued to build 10 kilograms of lean muscle mass. And the left upper side here was before, and then he got through the whole Recomp method, and then after, he got his result. It's fucking amazing. It's actually, I'm really proud of him. It was not hard work, nonetheless. I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, he didn't have to give up his favorite foods. He got to eat good, and he didn't need a gym. And not more than 4 hours a week of training, no need for that. So, the Recomp method, who this is actually for, if you resonate with this, then you know you're on a good video, or on the good path, rather. So if you're looking to lose 5 to 10 kilograms of fat that you won't gain back while building a new frame of muscle that you will keep forever while still eating your favorite foods, then this is for you. If you're sick of feeling lost when it comes to getting shredded and need a simple and proven blueprint that can fit into your lifestyle, making your life better, unlike most cookie cutter programs, then this is for you. What is a cookie cutter program? It's just the basic training apps, the basic programs, one size fits all. If you feel like you've tried everything and spent long hours at the gym, but still don't have that physique that you want and have always dreamt of, then this is for you. If you don't like to search for a gym every time you travel and you want to be able to train freely without any restrictions with limited equipment, then this is for you. And if you know that you have the potential to unlock the best version of yourself, but you just need the guidance and accountability to get you there, this is for you. Now, who this is not for, if you're one of these people, then you can stop watching the video. If you want to keep circling around traditional methods that actually have been holding you back and yield no results instead of using a proven system, then this is not for you. If you're looking to get a quick fix and don't want to put in the work that is required to keep you in shape for the rest of your life, then this is not for you. If you're not willing to allocate at least 4 hours a week to training, then this is not for you. And if you simply do not believe that you can achieve your fullest potential, then this is not for you. So, let's go. Here's the truth about getting lean and muscular that actually no one will tell you. Getting lean and muscular without spending hours on training and still being able to eat your favorite foods, and that all while keeping your results forever, most aren't really capable of doing so because they don't understand how to and how to apply certain basics. You need to log your calories and macros with proper nutrition, train effectively with progressive overload, and implement the Recomp method instead of a quick fix approach. We will go deeper into that, so don't worry. Now, I'm not going to let that happen to you, but there is no such thing as I don't have the time, that doesn't work for me, I'm not ready yet. You don't need superior genetics, excessive lifting, and excessive amounts and hours of cardio. You don't need that. Also, countless hours on training. You're basically doing overtraining, and you actually don't need a gym. But if you have one, sure, that's good. To eventually achieve your fullest potential. Now, if you want that person to be you, I will show you exactly how to navigate around all the things that we've mentioned, how I helped my friend Wout to get the body that he always wanted and an overall better life, actually resulting in a better life, and how I can help you to burn fat and pack on muscle in 180 days or less. And that all without giving up your favorite foods, training more than 4 hours a week, or looking for a gym at all times whilst traveling. Now, in case you don't know me, I will give you a brief backstory so you know who you're dealing with here. I was 15 and I started to train with bodyweight movements because I was bored. My parents took away my multimedia, my Netflix, or Netflix didn't exist back then, but my Wii, my Nintendo, it doesn't matter. I had bad grades at school and I had nothing else to do, so I was fucking bored and I started to train with bodyweight movements in my bathroom, my parents' bathroom. And I never did any workouts with the intention to look good, but it was just an outlet for me. So I was bored and I didn't have anything else to do. And eventually it was like the core concept was because I wanted to look good. No, I wanted to gain more confidence and attract better things into my life. Also look good, but it was never with the intention. Now, traveling the world with the Navy from country to country was not that difficult for me because I was able to maintain and build muscle with just doing bodyweight exercises. And I became actually really good at it, meaning that I can stay jacked all year round. And about that time, I started to help people achieve the same. And I'm actually loving every bit of it. I really help to love people to do the same what I'm doing right now, so they can actually independently keep the results. So I basically teach them how to do it. So after that, they don't really need me anymore because once you know what to do, it becomes basically really easy. But yeah, you first need to know what to do. So the Recomp method was actually my playbook through my own trial and error. And I've been digging down into data and knowledge through coaches, personal trainers, influencers on YouTube, and books that I read. And I filtered out what was bullshit, what was bro science, what actually didn't work. And I applied it to myself. And I started to apply that to my friend. And then I applied it to clients and it works. It's so nice to see the effects. Yeah, as you can see, really nice results. More results of people dropping in weight. And I'm actually coaching people into having a lean and muscular physique and showing them how to keep it forever from fat, well-rounded, or even if you're skinny or you're skinny fat, it doesn't matter. This Recomp method fix it all. So you need the following steps from A to Z. I will show you what actually my clients did to achieve the same result. And they used my Recomp method to lose 10 kilograms of fat, pack on lean muscle mass, and keep it forever within 180 days or less. So the Recomp method is actually a simple blueprint. So you have the fat loss phase and the rebuilding phase. And within the fat loss phase, those are actually 90 days of where we will burn away the fat. But that depends on how much fat you have. But normally it's about 90 days. But if you're like really, really skinny, that could be like 1 week max. But we want to strip off the fat so you can see some muscle showing. So you should focus on progressive overload with bodyweight movements to maintain and build muscle with high volume. And whenever you have a gym or park nearby, that's extra, that's good. So you can use that, but you don't really need a gym. But we're going to focus on progressive overloads. We have to build up the habits and the routines, and these must be personalized and fitted to your goals. So you need your habits and routines that already can be fitted into your lifestyle. But eventually you will have to change your lifestyle by certain habits and routines, and it can be hard at first, but after some while you will see that all the pieces of the puzzle will fit together. But these must be personalized, otherwise you won't be able to keep them. Lower your food intake and optimize your macros. We're going to go deeper into that as well. And you need progressive cardio to increase your total daily energy expenditure, meaning just your activity level, to increase your caloric burn with daily steps, high intensity workouts, all that stuff. Maybe some running as well. But I want to come back to the progressive overloads. We're going to go deeper into that, but with bodyweight movements, you can actually maintain and build muscle, but we're going to do it at high volume, meaning like above 12 repetitions to burn a lot of calories. Now, after that, we need a rebuilding phase, and those are actually then 90 days of lean bulking, and it depends on every person, of course. But the longer you lean bulk, the more muscle you will gain. So lowering the volume and increasing the intensity for maximum growth. So we're going to target the muscle building range here. That is within the 8 to 12 rep range. We're going to stay within that range to build muscle. And whenever it gets easier, meaning that you will push above 12 repetitions, we need to find an exercise that is harder to get you into that 8 to 12 rep range again. But still, with bodyweight movements, or if you have a gym nearby or a park, that's good, but a park is also bodyweight movements. But yeah. And you need higher food intake, and meaning we will up our caloric intake to build more muscle, of course, and fuel the muscle. And there's no need really to do a lot of cardio, but I'm telling you, more than 4 hours a week. You don't need a lot of hours of training. Just we're going to lower the cardio a little bit more. No need for that anymore. Now, let me show you how I optimized each stage of the system for myself, Wout, and my clients, so that we were no longer held back by mistakes we didn't even know we were making. And finally, find a solution so my clients and I can rely on each stage to shred fat and build muscle. So we have training, nutrition, and recovery. Let's go. Yep, that's here. So the Recomp method. We have training, which is basically intensity and proximity to failure. So we have our, what does that mean? Intensity is how hard you are pushing within your workout and how hard you are going towards failure. Most of the people, they hit failure and then they stop their set. But you can really push way harder than this. Once you start to see or start to feel that you hit failure, then you should start counting 4 to 5 repetitions more to see how much you can do. But your form needs to be perfect. Not within perfect, because once you start to reach failure, your form will go out of place. But with that, meaning your alignment, if you, for example, like a pull-up, Your form needs to be correct, otherwise you won't target as much muscle fibers as you want to. So that is with alignment, eccentric, concentric, which means the negative form and the positive form. Positive form means that you pull up and then you hold a little bit and then you go down with the negative, and everything needs to be controlled. You need to feel your muscle. That is with mind-muscle connection. And your scapula protraction, which is really important with calisthenics, but that comes with time. Don't worry about that. Now, progressive overload, that's with like weights or reps increasing from week to week. So every week you will see that you progress in your workouts, and you will see like, okay, right now I'm doing 9 repetitions or of 3 sets or 10 repetitions. And then 2 weeks later, you might be doing 13 repetitions, and that is a clear sign that you're building muscle. And then we just want to drop that back down again within the 8 to 12 repetition to then just build muscle. Now, nutrition, we're going to go deeper into the phases, of course. Now, nutrition, your macros and calories, you need to minimize your fat gain and maximize your muscle gain. So we need to optimize our macros. So we are not overeating, we are not gaining a lot of fat, but just we want to maintain the muscle and build a lot of muscle. You can have some cheat meals, but that depends on your fat loss phase or your rebuilding phase, how many you should do, just to keep your mind sane. But like, we're going to also discuss the best choices for each macronutrient. But the thing is, you will still be able to eat your favorite foods nonetheless. That's when you start to count calories and such. But we will go deeper into that. Your intermittent fasting, you should do that, which is like the 16 to 8 method. And that is where you actually fast for 16 hours and then 8 hours where you eat, and then the other 16 hours you don't. That makes sure that you go into a ketosis state, and it means that you already used all your carbs and your sugar, and you will start to use fat instead because you already depleted your carb source or fuel. And your hydration, just drink at least 2 liters a day. It's really important. Now, recovery, you should sleep at least 7.5 hours a day if you can. And you have your rest days. Those actually consist of active or full rest days. Active rest days can be some mobility exercises, some stretching exercises, or yoga and all that stuff. But like full rest days are really full rest days. Don't do any training. Really important. The fat loss phase. Let's go. Training. You need to aim for a higher rep range, and that is within the 12 to 20 repetitions. Like I said, above 12. And your form and execution should be right. So like we just mentioned, your form, what's your form? But that, because we are pushing above 12 repetitions, you will see that it's a little bit less hard than you do 8 to 12, because you will be above 12. You can put a little bit more energy towards your form, or thought behind your form and your execution. And then when the rebuilding phase comes, when you start to build a lot of muscle, your form and execution is already good. You will know, okay, oh, now I feel it. Okay, now this is good. Like your push-up, you might be doing it wrong, and then you feel it and say, oh, now I get it. But that's like, you get that from time to time. It's a process you're going through. But of course, you need a good example. Mind-muscle connection, we're going to build that there. We will start to really feel our muscles. We start to contract everything that needs to be contracted. We will build a strong foundation within your core and arm strength, which is basically first build up your core and your arm strength to just get a foundation. And upon that, you should build with progressive overload. Now, we are going to correct imbalances, fixing any pain points and strains before we start to grow. So, for example, like the first week, you should do like mobility exercises to see, okay, do I have any pains or strains? Can I like really build like foundational strength? And then we will do progressive overload. Yeah. Also progressively implementing some cardio to stimulate the fat loss and just overall health and endurance. Really, really good. Now, nutrition. Optimize to make fat loss the highest priority through a caloric deficit. So, having and hitting a good macro distribution within your protein, carbs, and fats. For example, here my client Jeffrey, his macro distribution was 170 grams of protein, 128 grams of carbs, and 57 grams of fats. And he just hit it constantly every day, day out, and yeah, he got the result. So make sure your macro distribution is correct. Just to come back, your fat loss phase, your highest priority should be a caloric deficit, that meaning that you will eat under your maintenance calories. So 16 hours of intermittent fasting to repair the body. Repairing the body, meaning we will do cellular repair. Intermittent fasting actually provides multiple benefits. It stimulates fat loss, like I just mentioned, like the ketosis status. You already used all your carbs for training, and then you use your fat because you go into a ketosis status for energy, just low cardio, which meaning you just working, stepping, some daily steps and all that stuff. 8 hour eating window. What I do mostly is at 12 p.m. Yeah, I start to eat until 8 p.m. the 8 at night, and then from 8 p.m. I stop eating until 12 p.m. the next day. So that is like 8 hours of eating and 16 hours of intermittent fasting, just fasting. And that is just water or black coffee, nothing added. Cheat days are allowed. Don't worry about that. You can do like 2 per month. That is a good thing. Just 2 per month to keep you sane. To just cheat, like really a cheat day. Just take a whole day off. And hydration is really important. At least 2 liters of water, really. That is nutrition. Yeah. Recovery, don't really need to cover that. I just mentioned that. Just you have at least 7.5 hours of sleep. That counts throughout your whole life. Just maintain that. Now the rebuilding phase. Within that training, we're going to optimize for intensity to maximize muscle growth. And that is by doing progressive overload and staying within the 6 or the 8 to 12 rep range. So we're going to lower our rep range. And there we will build a lot of muscle because it will be more intense and it will be more effective. Therefore, you will maximize your results. And if needed, just a deload week for maximum recovery, where we go either in high rep range or just a full week where you don't do anything when you feel that your body is hitting a plateau, or you feel like, okay, I'm putting way too much load on my body right now because you're gaining a lot of muscle, and then you just take a full deload week. Yeah, that depends when you do that. Also lowering down with the cardio, no need for a lot of cardio anymore. Just normal strength training, optimizing our hours. Nutrition, increase your caloric intake so the muscles get the fuel they need to repair and grow stronger. Like I just said, we're going to up our caloric intake above your maintenance so we can fuel the muscles. No need to do intermittent fasting anymore unless you really want to, but yeah, no need for that anymore. You can still do it for the benefits, but I do it sometimes from time to time, but yeah, no need. Reestablishing a high metabolism by tracking our macros without adding any extra body fat. And 4 to 5 cheat meals per month, not cheat days, just cheat meals where you say like, I want to eat like a bunch of pizza or a bunch of fries. You can do that more, but just watch out that you don't gain too much fat. If you see that you have a lot of brain fog, you're not really thinking clearly, you might have been eating way too shitty. And building a physique that is easy to maintain after the process, because this right here, after this whole method, the Recomp method, it is so easy to maintain. You just need to do regular workouts and you can stay like after that, even after 90 days or 180 days. If you do that consistently, you really know what it takes and what you need to do. It becomes really easy to maintain. So the Recomp method is actually meant to shred away unnecessary body fat and rebuild your physique. So you can get functional and muscular, a good muscular appearance, but you need to decide for yourself what this would do for your day-to-day life. I have my whys behind my reasons, why I have this body, why I want it, why I maintain it. To find out for yourself what that does for your day-to-day life. And without having to rely on a gym, you can still travel, do all the shit you want to do all your business work, do all your entrepreneur work, or you're a remote worker. I just don't want to go to the gym. Yeah, but if you have one nearby, the better. If you like the vibe, if you like to go to the gym, you can still do that, no problem. And that all within less than 180 days. So for Wout, the results were so worth it. Having his abs, strength, and a big increase in muscle mass, it felt so good. That's what he said. And he was able to travel and hike without breaking a sweat. Oh shit, it's raining a lot. I hope you can't hear this through the mic. But yeah, it's almost finished. Not to mention the increase in confidence and being able to attract better things into his life because of it. He got a really nice girlfriend now. But that doesn't mean for like you guys, you have your own reasons, you have your own things. It's actually fueling his desire to chase it even harder and tackle other goals into his life. And yeah, the result was amazing. So now that you understand exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you. If you are skinny fat without abs, you're overweight, or you're just not satisfied what you see in the mirror, and you are ready to look good without a shirt on, get that lean and muscular look that you never had before, or you want to burst out of confidence that will help you tackle on further goals in your life, lose at least 10 kilograms of fat, pack on lean muscle, and keep it forever within 180 days or less, using the Recomp method, or I will refund you the full amount if it doesn't work. And that is without having to rely on a gym, giving up your favorite foods, or spending more than 4 hours on training. Okay, I forgot to add it. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. I hope this video helped you. So if you want to be coached by me, you can actually hit the link in the description. We will have a free strategy call, and from there on, we'll see if you're a fit for a program. And yeah, see ya.